All right, it says you're live. Hi, guys. Welcome back to Sweetie Pie Pets. This is the first time I have done a live video. I have no idea what I'm doing, but we're just going to have fun with it, right? So, of course, I had to bring some little helpers with me so that I can, get their help and introduce them. And I have some more helpers that are going to come shortly. So, this is Tim and Bob. Tim and Bob. I think those are such cute names. I didn't name them, by the way. My affiliates named them. My affiliates are the ones that help me raise all of my puppies. All of my puppies in my breeding program are hand raised, which is very important, especially with Chihuahuas. Chihuahuas definitely need to be hand raised from the time they're young so that they can, be well socialized, because Chihuahuas tend to have that reputation for being the yappy, barky, annoying little ankle biter dogs, but that is just not the truth. If you hand raise them and socialize them properly from the time they are young, they actually are an excellent pet, and they know how to give love and be very well socialized. Yes. So Tim and Bob are just about 2 months old. They were born on August 3rd. Hi, thank you for kisses and tail wags. We love kisses and tail wags, don't we? And their parents are Sky and Wesley. Sky is the short coat, cream and white. And Wesley is my long coat, mostly white with a little bit of cream. So these babies are mostly white also, but they also got some little cream markings on them. Look, say hi to the world. Are you guys cute? Yes, you're so cute. Eventually their ears will go up. Right now, they're just working on it. It's just taking their sweet little time for their ears to go up. Okay, let's see here. How does this work? Because I think there's supposed to be, if anyone joins me, there's supposed to be questions, right? Where do the questions go? I've never done this before, like I mentioned. So let's see. Ooh, someone is on here. They said those lovely long ears. I love a fawn. Oh, I have a fawn and white Chihuahua. Do you really? So usually fawn is a very common color for Chihuahuas, but usually they are fawn all over with some white markings. So it's kind of rare to get the white ones with a little bit of fawn markings. I like them. I think they're so cute. But fawn is a great color. So that's awesome. Anonymous Fakes. And ooh, she's in love. Hello. Hi, guys. My dream babies. You guys are dream babies. Did you hear that? Yes, there's definitely so much cuteness here that I like to share it with all of you guys. So thank you guys so much for joining me on my first live video. Oh my gosh, this is epic. Like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing. Hola from Reggie. Oh, Jimmy Lee, hi. Reggie was from Sabrina and Ben's last litter, and he now lives with his new mommy in Mexico and daddy as well. And did I tell you, Jimmy Lee, that Reggie is now an uncle? He has 2 brothers and a sister, and 2 of them in the litter look very much like Reggie. Although I don't know if anybody could ever be quite as cute as Reggie. He is one cute boy. And I love looking at all your pictures of adventures that you guys go on. So that's awesome. He's a lucky boy. These 2 guys, by the way, are looking for their forever home. So if anyone is looking for a short coat, and I have a big breeding program, but most of my breeding dogs are long coats. So it's more rare that I get the short coats like these guys. So if you guys know of anybody that's looking for a short coat, send them to my website so that they can contact me and we can decide if it's the right fit. Both of these guys have really good personalities. Neither one of them appears to be an alpha. And in a few minutes, I'm going to bring in some older puppies. They're 4 months old. These are Lady and Gucci's puppies. And both of those boys seem like they're alpha. So I actually had to separate them recently because they fight with each other. Doesn't mean that they're not a bad dog or that they're a bad dog. It just means that they need probably to be an only dog. Or if they are going to have siblings, they need to have siblings that are not alphas so that they can get along better. That's always good. You don't want to have 2 male alphas and 2 female alphas. You can have an alpha male and an alpha female, and typically they will work out their hierarchy and get along. But dogs in the wild, there's only 1 alpha male and 1 alpha female allowed per pack. So that's the best way to make sure you get dogs that are going to get along. What do you guys think, Tim and Bob? It's really interesting when you breed the long hairs with the short hairs. You never know what you're going to get. And there was another girl in the litter, and she was a long hair. But Tim here is definitely a short hair. Say hello. And he's got a cute little cream patch over his eye right there. And then his brother Bob, I thought Bob was going to be a long hair too, but he's more of a double coat because by 8 weeks old, if he was going to have long hair, it would already be very fluffy. So a double coat is basically kind of a cross between long coat and short coat. Are you nervous? It's okay. You don't have to be nervous. You're doing amazing on camera. It's okay. Good boy. So the double coats are kind of a cross between long coat and short coat. And as they get older, it's typically a thicker coat than if it was a smooth coat. They're almost completely naked on their belly. And the double coats have thicker fur, and sometimes they can get a little bit of length, mostly just kind of around their neck here and a little bit on their tail once their adult coat comes in. So that's what we got with little Bob, huh, Bob? All right, let me see if I have any more comments. Where's my glasses? I already lost them. Tanner, hi Tanner, how are you? Tanner and Melissa. Oh, it's Melissa. Hi, Melissa and Brielle and Cozy. And congratulations on my first live stream. Thank you. Thank you so much. How am I doing? Am I doing good? It's nerve-wracking because James and I have been talking about whether or not we should do a live stream. And I thought, well, what if nobody shows up? You never know. I figured, oh, well, if nobody shows up, we'll just have fun by ourselves, right? Yes, hopefully you guys are doing well in Orlando. Oh my goodness, after what was Ian? Hurricane Ian. Oh my gosh, so scary. We've been watching the news and seeing all the flooding and all the damage that's happened down in Florida and now up in where is it? Is it North Carolina? South Carolina? Yeah. So hopefully you guys are safe. Let's see here. Ooh, somebody from the Czech Republic. Hi to the Czech Republic. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. You have 2 little boys, a long hair, and same cute like my puppies. Are they white and cream? What color are they? That's awesome. I love hearing from Chihuahua lovers all over the world. It is so awesome. It's just another thing that we have in common, right? You know what? The world has lots of things for us to hate each other about. Let's not do that. Let's love each other and have things in common. That's much better. Chihuahuas are a great thing to have in common, huh? You guys are good boys. You could love anyone, huh? My 1.5-year-old Chihuahua is still having hit and miss issue with potty pads. Ooh, you've tried everything and you're out of ideas. Any suggestions? Okay, so have you tried my crate? I've done a couple videos on my crate setup where they have a potty crate and a habitat crate. Some of them just take longer than others to get it. And then occasionally you will get one that just doesn't want to use potty pads at all. And in that case, you might want to go ahead and try training for outside, getting maybe a doggy door so that the dog can come in and out as they please. Some of them just don't like potty pads. I don't know why. But that can be stressful. Don't give up. 1.5 years is still kind of young. So just don't give up. Just keep being consistent. I think they will eventually get it. Trish, is that you? Trish and Dempsey. Hi, Trish. Oh, babies. Yes. Say hi, Tim and Bob. Say hi to Dempsey. Hey. Trish lives in Scotland, and I always have fun. Trish, your comments always crack me up. I'm always laughing every time I see your comments. I love hearing from you. So keep them up because I need a good laugh every now and then, right? What do you think? Should we go meet the other boys? The other boys are about twice as old as these guys, and they're long coats, but they are going through what's called the puppy uglies right now. You want to go grab Ty and Biggie for me? Thank you. James is going to go grab Ty and Biggie. Ty and Biggie are from Lady and Gucci's litter. And they were born May 27th. So they're just over 4 months old. And I've done videos on the puppy uglies before. The puppy uglies typically mostly only happens with long coats. Although I did have somebody that had a short coat, made sure to let me know that their short coat went through a puppy ugly stage as well. So I guess you can go through that as well. Don't eat my jewelry. That's not a good idea. Yes. Anyways, the puppy uglies is basically when a long coat Chihuahua I suppose other breeds might go through it too. I don't know. I'm only an expert on Chihuahuas. They lose their puppy fluff because usually by the time they're 8 weeks old, if they're long coats, they have a lot of fluff all over, and it's just so cute, just this little puffball everywhere. But then once they reach about 3 to 4 months, their puppy fluff starts to fall out and they lose their puppy coat. And for a while, they kind of look a little scraggly and not quite as fluffy and not quite as cute. And then eventually their adult coat will come in. So, all right, we're just going to trade. Here, I'll put these guys down here. Hey, guys. I don't want to drop you. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Hey, can you say hi? Oh, this is Ty. And he's acting scared right now, but he's not scared. Are you scared? They're not used to being on camera. So as I mentioned, these guys here, they are long coats. And you can mostly just tell around the ears right here and a little bit on the tail. But his tail's tucked right now because he says, I don't know where I'm at. And when they were younger, they were definitely fluffier than they are now. But now going through their puppy uglies, they've lost their puppy fluff. Why are you so nervous? It's okay. I'm sorry. He's a little unsure of where he's at. You don't like being on camera?
I have to grab these two.
Okay. You want me to grab them? We have escapee puppies. So Biggie and Ty are from Lady and Gucci. This was Lady's first litter, and there was 5 puppies in the litter. And the two of the boys, there was actually 3 boys and 2 girls, and these 2 are still looking for their forever homes. Now, James keeps teasing that I need to change, especially Biggie's name. This one here is Biggie. Again, I didn't name them. My affiliates' daughters named them, and they were all named after, I think, artists, although I admit I don't know who Biggie is or Ty. Is it Biggie Smalls? I think that's what it is, Biggie Smalls. Are you Biggie Smalls? Yes. And I think the name fits him fine. I don't need to change his name. He is a bigger boy. He's going to be about 6 pounds, full grown, just like his mommy Lady. And his brother Ty is a bit smaller. He's going to be more like 4.5 pounds. And both of them have these adorable little markings. And Biggie, Biggie looks like he's wearing eye makeup. Huh? Did you put eyeliner on this morning? Yes. They're good boys, even if they are dominant. There's nothing wrong with a dominant dog. You just got to fit them with the right home. All right, let's see what other comments there are. Barking issues, please help. Okay. Is that for Reggie? Is Reggie barking? Oh, okay. I did do a video on teaching your Chihuahua not to bark when company comes over, but it's several years old and it's quite embarrassing. When I look back at my old videos, I'm very embarrassed. Maybe I would need to redo. Couple things that you can do. First of all, it depends on what he's barking at. Is he barking when people come to the door or just barking at everybody? Like, who's he barking at? A lot of times the barking is the dog trying to protect you as their human. So they think that they own you and that they have to protect you. Isn't that funny? They're so silly. So what I usually do, what I recommend to do is go ahead and do some exercises where you have strangers come over to the house and hand Reggie to the stranger. So that Reggie, if he wants to be with you, the only way he can be with you is if he's in the arms of the stranger. So then he learns, oh, well, I guess I can't bark at this person that's holding me. So that's one of the things I do. Another thing you can try is just ignoring or putting him on timeout in a different room because he wants to be with you. He wants to be with his human and he wants to be protecting you. And, maybe just if he can't do that, if he's barking, then, hopefully that'll be discouraging, discourage him from barking at the people. But it does depend on what he's barking at and kind of why. And then you can kind of try some different exercises. So Reggie, you better be good. All right, let's see what else. So grateful for your channel. I have a 1-year-old and a 3.5-year-old, and your channel has helped with literally everything. Oh, that's awesome, Anna. I'm really glad to hear it. I love getting comments like that. I hear from a lot of people all over the world saying how much my training videos have helped, and that just makes me feel really, really good. So thank you for letting me know, and thanks for joining us on my live stream. They are so well behaved. Well, sometimes they're naughty, right? No, you're never naughty. I think dogs are so funny because they have different personalities exactly the same way that humans do. Like they're more similar to humans, I think, than we realize sometimes. And they all have their own personality. And some of them don't get along with others, just like with humans. And sometimes they can be kind of rascally and get into trouble and do naughty things. Huh, Biggie? Like I said, Biggie and Ty, I had to separate them. They have to be created separately now because they just go around trying to boss each other around. It's hilarious. Biggie loves to play, but that's the problem. He wants to play with Ty and he wants to dominate Ty. And Ty's like, no, I will not be dominated even if I'm smaller. What did you think? Are you a good boy? You're well behaved, huh? Let's see here. Please make video on Chihuahua diet. Oh, does your Chihuahua, is it fat? Okay, I have to admit something. I made a video several years ago on why is my Chihuahua fat? And I went through several like, oh, is it genes? Is it this? Is it that? And then finally I landed on it was table scraps. And my reasoning for that was because I had a Chihuahua who was old at the time. I think she was about 10. That was my Tina. And she had gotten fixed a few years prior and she hadn't gained weight or anything. So when people said, oh, as soon as my Chihuahua got fixed, it got fat, I always thought, oh, yeah, right. You're just giving it too many table scraps. Well, I had to eat my own words because now I have a dog named Mila. And she is so fat. I have tried doing so many things. I've tried diets. I've tried meal times. I've tried measuring out her food until I feel guilty. Like it seems like she's barely eating anything. And she's so fat. And I've actually finally just sort of kind of given up. Maybe that's the wrong attitude. I feel bad. I don't want her to be unhealthy, but at the same time, I want her to be happy. And she just likes to eat. And you know what? So do I. So maybe it's okay if she's just fat. I did recently buy a new product on Life's Abundance. I love Life's Abundance dog food. It's what I feed all of my Chihuahuas. They have all kinds of products, including a weight loss product, dog food. So I had just bought a bag of it, and then Miley got pregnant. So I can't put her on a diet right now. I'm like, you can just be fat and pregnant right now. And as soon as she's done nursing her babies, then I might go ahead and try this Life's Abundance diet food. So stay tuned, and I'll make a video out of it, and we'll see if it helps with poor Mila. All right, let's see what else we have. Love your babies. Oh, she has a Chiweenie boy and he's 4 years old. Oh, Chiweenies are so cute. I love Chiweenies. My friend has dachshunds and she had 7 of them last time I went to visit her in Texas. 7 dachshunds. It was so much fun having couch time with 7 dachshunds all on your lap. Got a glimpse of your glamorous assistant there. Yes, James, Trish, and Dempsey say you're very glamorous.
I think I showed you my good side there.
He's a lovely assistant. Isn't he wonderful? He was trying to hide and stay off camera, but that didn't work out because the puppies have their own ideas. Okay, yes, Reggie barks at anything he sees out the window. Oh, that's so cute. I recognize that could be very annoying, Jimmy Lee, so I'm really sorry about that. I don't know what to tell you. I guess you could try closing the windows or putting him on timeout if you really hate it. But he just thinks it's a fun activity to do. And he's protecting you from like leaves and wind and stuff. So he's just sassy. That's all there is to it. Oh my goodness. So Karen Isma, I guess, loves Trilogy, says that hers barks at everything too. She thinks that she's a car. She loves to lay on the window, or maybe she means a cat. She loves to lay on the windowsill in the sun and bark at everything, even the leaves. Aw, what a perfect little Chihuahua. That's her job. She's protecting you from wind. It's very scary. My 2 Chihuahuas do not like any dogs and will bark at and almost try to attack any other dogs they see. How can I help them learn to behave better when other dogs are near and to like other dogs? Okay, so first of all, one of the things I would suggest is to separate them. I think sometimes dogs feed off of each other. And so if you maybe separate them and try working with them one at a time, and try taking them to a location that's not their own location, because they're going to feel more likely to try to be protective of their human and their habitat and their house and their area when they're at home. So take one at a time and go out and try some socialization exercises. Maybe if you have another friend that has another dog that's really good, and maybe try a very large dog that's very gentle and calm, because then, maybe the Chihuahua is going to feel less likely that they need to, hurry up and go up there and size them up and attack them. So if you can find a friend with a really large and gentle dog, and then just have some play sessions, and you can start small. You don't have to like force it. Start with a quick little 5-minute meeting. Take plenty of snacks and treats that you can reward good behavior, and bad behavior just ignore. Don't punish, don't smack them or, anything like that. Just ignore bad behavior, because the dog is always going to be looking for reinforcement from you. So just reward good behavior and ignore bad behavior. Start small and then extend from there. Make the play sessions longer and longer. So that's my suggestion. Hopefully that helps. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so yes, we have several Chihuahuas that are doing the same thing, barking out the window at leaves and wind. All right, please have her thyroid checked. What was that about? Oh, for Mila. Oh, it could be. Yeah, maybe I should have her thyroid checked. I just think she likes to eat, which I get because I like to eat too. So let's see. Do we have any questions about these dogs or any other things that you think that we should talk about? Oh, let's see. Vicky's dog has separation anxiety. He potties while she's gone, and even if it's just a short time, and even if she's just taking him out. Yeah, separation anxiety is pretty common with Chihuahuas. Cozy protects her family from all of the leaves. Well, that's good. Good job, Cozy. I'm so proud of you. Separation anxiety is a hard one. I've heard from a lot of people with their Chihuahua that has separation anxiety. It's kind of one of those things where you, in my opinion, now I am not a trained trainer. So, I just have to put that out there. I'm not a trainer. But some of the things that I think dogs deal with, you have to kind of let them face it a little bit. I had sold a dog to a lady in New Mexico, and he ended up having horrible separation anxiety. And part of the problem might have been that unfortunately, she was home all of the time. So she never had to go anywhere. And it's another thing when they're a pandemic puppy, because everyone was home all of the time. So you get a new puppy, and then the puppy is there with you all the time, every day. They sleep with you. You stay here to work. They're always with you. So then when all of a sudden you leave, they're like, what is this? They don't know what to do with that. So again, I think it's one of those things where you have to kind of desensitize them and go ahead and leave them home alone, but starting off with short periods of time, and then praising when they do well when you get back, and even just stepping outside for 2 minutes at your house, but then turn around and come back in, and then give them treats and rewards and praise. And then every day do it again, longer and longer time spans. And I'm sure that there's going to be some bad behavior and some upset, but hopefully eventually the dog will understand that even when mommy or daddy leaves, they're coming back, and it's okay. You can also make sure that the dog has some, comfortable and familiar things, like a really nice soft bed and toys, and maybe go ahead and put him or her into their own little area, their own little den, which I know a lot of people sometimes misunderstand that dogs don't like their den, but a den actually can be a very comforting place for a dog to be. If everything in the little habitat area is theirs, they have a soft cuddly bed, they have all their toys, all their needs, then actually a dog typically likes being in their little crate. So it's a good thing to have their own little space. So that's my recommendation on separation anxiety. All right, let's see here. What else do we have? Oh, this one is suffering from is that a corneal ulcer? Ooh, I've never heard of that. A corneal ulcer. Do you want to look that up, or do you know what that is?
Like the cornea? Is
that like in the eye? That doesn't sound very good. James is going to look that up for me right now to see what that is. I don't even know what it is. AT says, my daughter Reese and I love your videos. And can I say hello to Reese? Hi, Reese. How are you? Thanks for watching my videos. I'm glad you like them.
Maybe like cherry eye?
Okay, back to the corneal hernia. Is that like cherry eye? Is that what that is? Like a weakness in the eye, and then it gets like a little bubble and it's all red somewhere around the eye. I've never heard it called that, but that might be the actual official term.
Or cataract?
She says, yes, that's what it is. Yeah.
Looks like surgery though.
Yeah. So if it's cherry eye, if I'm understanding you right, Mandy, then cherry eye is something that it's a weakness in the muscle. I'm sure you already know that. And unfortunately, I think the only way that it can be fixed is with surgery. Now, it does depend on how bad they are, because I've heard some of them that aren't very bad, you can kind of pop them back in. I've actually never had one with cherry eye, so I've never experienced it myself. But I was talking to a lady recently who her puppy has cherry eye, and she was able to pop it back in. And then she said it wouldn't come back out unless he would like exert himself a lot and play and run. So she would always try to pop it back in. And he was still young, so she was hoping that the muscles around the eye would kind of strengthen and eventually hold it in place where it's supposed to be. But if it's really bad, I think the only way they can fix it is with surgery. So that's kind of too bad. If he's still a young puppy, maybe you can do the surgery all at the same time when you get him fixed. That would be my suggestion. I'm all for doing minimal surgeries. If you have any other problems and you can wait until they get fixed, I think that's the best way to do it, because anesthesia is very scary. So Trish says that Dempsey just sleeps on my pillow if I have to leave him. Oh, that's so sweet. So he knows mommy's coming back home and he can just sleep on mommy's pillow and smell mommy and she'll be back home. He naps in the morning, so I try to make my appointments in the morning. Oh, that's really sweet. That way, when he's up in the afternoon, he's got his mommy back. That's great. Biggie, did you fall asleep? Biggie was done with this. He says, this is enough. I don't do live stream videos. I just sleep. Oh, hello. Good morning. Hi. Did you have a nice little nap? Well, that was very nice of you. All righty. Well, that was a 26-minute live stream, and I think that went pretty well for our first live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I feel so honored that people showed up and wanted to see what I had to say, and so thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you, and I love you all so much. Mwah! We'll see you next time. Bye bye. You're welcome. Bye, Reggie and Jimmy Lee.